Stream. We're not dropping Q. Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films, and today is Friday. It's, I haven't been here in a while, and, I missed you. Did you miss me? Yeah, okay, so much for that intro. Wow, things are not working well. I feel like the sync is off. Is the sync off? How do I know if the sync is off? That's not cool. Why my promo not working? Wow. That's not cool. I got my promo and everything. Hey, so yeah, it's been a while. As you can tell, life is complete and total hell right now. Which, it's kind of what you expect from me lately, I believe. Just by me not ever hitting any of my deadlines, not ever hitting any of my marks. I haven't even cleaned up in here. What a disaster. Boy, what has been going on? Man, there's so much stuff I would love to tell you, and so much stuff I can't tell you, and so much stuff that I'm just too embarrassed to tell you. But yeah, November was not very good to me. It's really my own fault. That is one thing that I wish in this world people would start doing, is that's taking personal responsibility. When you make a mistake, own it. Just deal with it. Don't blame it. That was something I was going to do a whole video on, and I feel like it would just be preaching. But, 20, 30 years ago, people would go, wow, I just really messed up. And today, the first thing out of their mouths are you kidding me? As if it's somehow your fault, or you've done this? Life's too short for that stuff. We need to go back to, is the audio off? I feel like the audio is off. Hey, Tony, how are you, buddy? Is the audio off? Am I in sync? I feel like I'm not in sync. YouTube is saying invalid response to the link. What? Hold on, let's, well, Tony made it. How'd you make it, Tony? Did you just click? Let me try my own link to my own thing. Let's see what that does. I'm right in. I don't know what Simon's saying. I went right in with the link. Click my post. This is how we do things. We just type live. Jim Shields made it. Jim Shields obviously knows how to click a link. So great to have you back. Thank you, Tony. It is good to be back. You're always in sync. But I'm not in sync, the band, because, in sync. Jim, sounds good. Look good. In sync here. Perfect. I like it. It seems to be a little delayed here. The whole thing was a shambles, as you can see by my... this is supposed to be my presentation desk, but it is a complete and total shambles right now. So much going on. I'm doing a podcast recording, and I got a message, and you stopped everything for me? That is so thoughtful. Go to my channel on YouTube. I have to provide technical support for YouTube as well. David Weldon. Wow, sir. We are in the presence of awesomeness there. David Weldon, if you don't know who he is, he's a pretty badass DP out there. He's done some impressive stuff. Am I allowed to say the people you've worked with, David? I don't know if you're probably not. There's like this band called Imagine Dragons. He kind of works with them. He works with big directors that work with cool bands like that. He's a bit of a badass, but he's here. So if there's any questions that anybody has that I clearly don't have the answer to, that's who we're going to ask. Just because Simon says it doesn't mean that they have to do it. That's true. Simon says that's. So, man, David, what are you doing, man? You just kicking back today? You just enjoying life? Man, I'm in honor. So, David, I'm actually, at some point, he and I have talked about this, I'm going to be interviewing him for one of the videos for the channel just because he's so incredibly talented. And he's just one of those like super nice guys, you know, the guy that you just, I mean, he could come up and like call you something like really mean and you'd be like, "Oh, David, thanks." Just finished lunch. Awesome. You on set today, sir? You working it? I just got back from a fantastic week here in Austin. Actually, the event called Masters in Motion. I think I mentioned it a couple times on live streams before, where, you know, Simon, you're gonna have to figure this out on your own. I got live streams to deal with. I'm not doing this. Masters in Motion is this incredible event here in Austin. It takes place over 3.5 days, and they bring in like A-list producers, A-list directors, A-list DPs, A-list one-man bands. I mean, it's just amazing people like Larry Fong. He has done, I don't know, some really impressive movies out there. You might look those up. The others I won't be able to pronounce, but like Mauro. It sounds like Mario, but it's not. It's Mauro. I think it's Mauro. He did a little movie called Avatar. I don't know if anybody saw that. Well, he was there. Larry Fong did, let's see, Super 8. If you have ever seen an awesome J.J. Abrams movie, he was a little bit cool on that. He also did a TV show called Lost, which, I mean, was awesome the first season, and then it kind of went downhill. But yeah, so Masters in Motion, I'm going to really kind of build that one up for next year. What happens is Masters in Motion is always in December. And by that time, people have already blown their like travel budgets and everything for the year, and they never think about coming. And people that come they leave so pumped up, so charged. I mean, that's why I'm live streaming today. I'm so charged up for next year. I mean, with all the things that have like kicked me in the gut lately, I'm charged. I am pumped and ready to make some serious forward momentum on 2019. And so I'm gonna start pumping this event in like January and just randomly throughout the year to get people thinking about coming to this, because it's only 100 people. They won't make it any bigger. They want it to be kind of like small and exclusive. I mean, anybody can come if they sign up, but I mean, you're getting personal time. You're out drinking beers with Larry Fong. I mean, it's that kind of a big deal. We also had Jim, you'd have to help me out with the names. Carmen Camden, I think was her name. She's DP for Narcos. Pretty awesome series out there. Yeah. The Lost season 5 was pretty. I don't know. Season 6 is where it just went off the chains. First class ticket to fly over to interview. Tony, I'm waiting for a first class ticket to anything. So what is everybody up to? As I like to do these live streams, I just, like to hang out and chat and answer questions that I can. I mean, I feel like passing all questions to David Weldon now. So, I mean, ask your best question, because we've got the Weldon in the house, and how's the rabbit? How's your little rabbit? He has the cutest. Well, he doesn't. His girlfriend has the cutest little rabbit. I think he's just in charge while she's out. So Tony, you are like going crazy over there in Australia, or down there. Well, over there if you're in a flat Earth, and under there if you're on the sphere. Tony's doing all kinds of stuff now. Channels everywhere, keeping busy, and that's cool. Y'all should check out Tony Edwards. His I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't think you've released some of that stuff yet, but check out Tony Edwards' YouTube channel. From there, check out Adventures of Tony and Buddy, and then from there, check out there's like it's like a you know what it is? It's like Netflix. When you get into it and you start scrolling, it's all Tony Edwards stuff. I will answer the what you've been doing question. Just put out a YouTube and recording 2 podcasts. Boom, there you go. So he's allowed to say it. Hey, Matt Weeks. Nice Bob Ross back. Well, thank you. That I actually painted that one. It is in the Bob Ross style. It did not go well at first, but I feel like I recovered a little bit from it. Um, yeah, it actually looks pretty good in that light. I've got the Hive 100C blowing a nice, like, very, wow. All right, let's run over static bags. Blowing a nice, like, amber kind of color to the wall to try to highlight that or motivate this lamp over here. And it's really providing a nice red glow or orange glow to the Bob Ross in the back there. The trees do look happy. They are happy, and they have a friend. And then see the clouds? Everybody needs a friend. There's happy little clouds up there too. Hey, Simon figured out how to click a button. Way to go, Simon. Man, I was worried because you're the only one that couldn't manage to click a link. You know, the links change all the time. Actually, it's back. So you remember when there was like a really, really bad week of live streams where I felt like no one actually knew who I was anymore because no one would ever join my live streams? And as it turns out, somewhere along the line, I had selected private on my live stream, so I was literally live streaming to no one. And you know, they were pretty bad. I mean, I answered my own questions. I kept conversations with myself. It was something special. So now that I actually have it correct, my live stream link is back. So let's see here. November. Yeah, November. I will just say that November was ruined by this. I don't know if you can see that. It's really hard to see. And that's all I'll say about that. That ruined it, and my fault. Fresh batteries in the mic? They are fairly fresh. I did check. This one's got 2 bars. That one's got 2 bars, which these are the rechargeable lithium, or not lithium, these are the nickel metal hydrides, but they're the high capacity. So 2 bars on these, I'm good for my live stream, right up until the point it dies. Doing the GH5 there. I do have the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K coming. I think it'll be here on Tuesday. I'm gonna kind of dive into a little bit of fun with that, and it's kind of, I want to test it, compare it to the GH5. I want to shoot some stuff, check out the low light, check out just how it feels, because it's an interesting thing. It is not a wedding ring. No, I'm very happily married. Everyone who knows Cynthia knows that if she is still sticking around, then everything is great, because everybody, the first thing they say to her when they meet her for the first time is they're like, "I am so sorry you're married to him." Your video coming across, well, I don't know, let's see. It's coming broken and the audio disappears. I don't think that's the case. Can anybody tell me if that's the case? Does anybody here have any problems with audio? I don't know. Audio's good. Okay, well, Tommy, it's all you, buddy. Yeah, so the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. The BMPCC 4K. How is that short? It's easier to say the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K rather than the BMPCC 4K. It's not mine, Jim. I am burn it. So I will have it for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. I have to send it back after Christmas. So I feel like I'm going to take it out and I'm going to try to hit some sunrises and some sunsets. I want to pop that GH5. I want to do some time lapses with the A7R2 and then the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K and see how they fare, because I'm pretty sure the Blackmagic's going to do really well with the sunrises and sunsets, especially in the twilight area, just because of that high ISO. Really, BMPCC. See, I don't think it's faster to type, because I'll have to say Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K as I type out the first initials. Matt Weeks says, "What did you take away from Masters in Motion?" What did I take away from Masters in Motion? Ooh, that's a good question, and it's a fair question. And I mean, I'm still processing a lot of it. What I would say, Steve, I should have my list in front of me. Steve Hoover, he kind of hit far more to home with me than I thought. And it didn't hit until later. Like his presentation was great. I really enjoyed that. But chatting with him one on one and just kind of hanging out and like hearing his rise and his fall and his rise and his fall and his rise again. It's kind of an impressive and inspirational tale. And I mean, it's kind of like my journey. I'm going to keep getting up no matter how much I get kicked in the gut. I'm just going to keep getting up and doing what I have to do to succeed. It may take me 20, I may be a 70-year-old man going, all right, put that light up there. Yeah, that's pretty. But you know what? Colonel Sanders, he didn't fry any chicken until he was 65 years old. So what am I afraid of? Plus, I'm not even 50. So yay for me. Although the gray, what do you think? Should I keep the beard? So I was competing with Alistair Robbie from Australia. He came in for this event. He's from Melbourne, so Tony, you probably don't know him. But if you did, he has a better beard than I do. I was trying to compete with him. His beard is very long, and mine is very fat, kind of like me. I'm very fat. I was competing with him. I feel like I need to do a little more Santa Claus video work before I chop it off, but we'll see. It'll come back to its normal short self. Let's see here. Tony Edwards' Freaker episode. What is? Okay, we'll show that. Let's see here. Yeah, that's how he was for me. For the most of his presentation was semi-checked. I covered a lot of ground, and we heard from Jordan Pope. But then when he really got to the meat towards the end, loving the beard, bleach it. Ooh, bleach it. I don't know, because once you bleach it, then the roots start coming out. Need some essential beard care products. Yeah, I do. There's Tony's podcast promo if you want to click that link and save it for after the live stream because you want to pay attention here and then flip over to Tony's and get that promo. The problem with beards is you tend to pet them. I don't know why. It's like a little pet. You're like, hey, you're a little baby. And I used to put almond oil in it. Which helped with the beard drift, which I'm wearing a black shirt, and I'm beard drift free. Yay. I would put almond oil in it to kind of condition it, and then, I'd start petting it, and then I would have almond oil on my fingers, and I'd, like, touch stuff and leave, like, little streaks everywhere. I'm like, okay, can't do that. Go full Santa. I'm working on full Santa. That's why I'm wearing this slimming black. See, you can't tell how big I am. You should sell doTERRA. I don't know what that is. It sounds like some kind of care product. Hey, Camille, wow, I want to try to pronounce your name. Camille Fulnegzik? Is that right? Hey, how are you? All the messages coming in. What else did I get from Masters in Motion? I actually got a bunch, and now I'm like zoning out. I need to write this stuff down. Larry Fong. So Larry Fong, what I got, he was doing a very practical lighting demonstration with various stuff. It's actually a shot that I was planning on doing. I have a shot for a scene for a short that is in writing that is sitting around kind of like a poker table. And he lit that poker table first just for the poker table. Well, it was a small table. But then he said, okay, well, what if we want to do a wide? Or what if we want to do a dolly in and slowly dolly in on that from a wide to a close-up? And how would you like that? And it gave me great thought into how to actually light that. And I had never considered that before, but now I love it. And it's basically what he was doing was he was suspending a large, I think it was a 12 by, so it's like a white sheet that's 12 feet. It's a silk. And I have an 8 by 8 and it'll work just fine. But he suspended that way up high and he bounces the light up into it and brings it down to give it nice ambience. And then he just kind of throws a soft light off to the side, which gave him a nice little roll off on the side of his face. Essential oils, I got you. I'm going to go with you to, what? I'm going to go with you. Got that completely wrong. Gotcha. Let's see. Larry Fong, that's what I got out of him. What was her name? Jim, help me out. Denise Hindi, is that, I believe? So she's done a lot of music videos out there. And the thing that I got from her, and it was really encouraging, was she said, when you're building your reel, the first 7 seconds is it. Danielle, thank you. Danielle Hindi. When you're building your reel, the first 7 seconds is really all she's going to look at. So front load it with your most impressive stuff up front, and then keep emailing. She said, look, just keep emailing, keep emailing. The more your name shows up in my inbox, the more likely I am to respond to you. And she said, just don't be a jerk about it. Don't say, how come you never respond? Just keep pushing forward. And I thought that was really good. And the same thing with Mauro. Oh gosh, I'm butchering his name. Mauro, super nice guy. Got to run meeting a buddy documentary. Hey, cool, Jim. All right, good to see you. Jason H, how are you, man? Richard, hey, there we go. G Dogs. I need like a cool name. I don't know. I don't have a name. So yeah, Mauro. What I got from him is someone asked, why is it so hard to be like an intern for a DP? And he said, it's not. Ask us. He said, I would love an intern. If anybody asked me, and if they had any kind of sense about them, absolutely, I'd say yes. And I'm like, why is this not? I feel like there's a stigma with the past and the secret sauce of movies, and that people didn't want to share. And what I found as slowly entering this industry is that 90% of everybody is just like the most polar opposite of what everybody thinks it is. They're super nice. They're super available to share. They help out. They smile. They encourage you. They pat you on your back. That is pretty awesome in my book. And I asked Mauro afterwards. I said, so I send my email, my resume to you. Is that cool? Just email or whatever. I was really surprised. Like Mauro only had like 200 followers on Instagram, but he uses it. This is the guy who shot Avatar. He shot a bunch of other stuff. He kind of knows what he's doing. Hey, don't be yelling, Jason. What are you thinking, man? All caps. What is that? Is that how y'all do it in England? Wow, that is so something. Jason, how are you, man? You've been shutterbugging like crazy, and your work is really good. You're really got it. Although that last one was a little bit off in the angle. I don't know if you were trying to convey slightly off, but yeah. Get that horizon. Get that horizon. I'm the worst at it. Trust me. Aman Yadav, is that? I'm sorry. Aman Yadav. Sir Love from India since 250. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for joining. I'm happy to have everybody. Wow, this is turning out to a nice little live stream. Happy to have everybody all over the world. Oh, I missed you too, Jason. Yes, 250 subscribers. You're a long timer actually, because there was a really slow kind of ramp up here, and I appreciate you being out there. G7 does crap sky shots. It's all bright. Yeah. So the G7 will blow its highlights instantly. So make sure you expose. Noise can be pulled out later, especially on stills. Save those highlights on that G7. It's a good camera. It only has I would say about 10 stops of dynamic range, and it's sitting right up here. But protect those highlights. So just underexpose it and get the sky to show up, and then bring up your shadows later, and then just put a denoiser on it. You'll be fine. Also, you're shooting raw, or you don't shoot raw, do you? Or you have to, right? You're shooting raw, because you love that saturation. I would, yeah, you got to be shooting raw. Cool nicknames for Scotland. So welcome to Scotland. Boom. We could have like a cool. Is that S? Yeah, that's S. Hey, what's up, my cool gang sign? Let's see here. See if I missed anybody's essential beard care. Yep. I do love it though. Just to let everyone know, Scott made me the man I am today. I don't know about that. I think if I did anything for you, it was to say, go ahead, you can do it, and you made yourself into the man you are today. I probably just pointed at you and said, you can do it. I mean, the talent's here. The talent's always inside. You just got to unlock it. You got to not be afraid. Believe me, I'm afraid every day. Every day I get up, I'm like, am I going to do anything today? But you know what? Just keep getting up. Hey, buddy, don't trip over my HDMI. Thanks. My dog. I was getting too loud. He doesn't like loud noises. Let's see. You should watch Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald in Amazon Prime. Interesting. I will do that. Scott the Encourager. It's my superpower. You know what? I would say I get that from David Weldon. The first time I met him, he was so warm and nice and caring. I'm like, I like that guy. I want to be like him. Let's see. Now I have 400 followers, and I'm truly a big shot. I don't even have 2 friends in the real world. Hey, man, I consider you a friend. You got 3, or maybe I was just one of your 2. Simon, that's an inside joke. Don't. Yeah, my dog's name is Rex, and my inside joke is that I named him Rex 709. So it's for those of you inside baseball, Rex 709 is a color space for television. It's really old and kind of lame, but he's not old and he's not lame. But I just thought Rex 709 was funny. Can you make a mini doc about Rex? I could, but he hates the camera. I mean, hates it. All he'll do is roll over and put his paw right on the lens and scratch it. I mean, he's really good at that. He's just not a film dog. I mean, some people got him, some people don't. Hey, Chris, how are you? Chris Asher. How are you, man? Let's make a movie. Now, Jason, we already talked about that. And we will one day. We will. But your ideas are bigger than I can pull off at this particular moment. I want to write 5 and 10 page scripts to shoot, and you want to write a full movie. And I won't. I mean, I guess I probably should try it. I probably shouldn't say I can't and won't. I probably should say I should and I would. Yeah, okay, let's do a movie. I like to call Rex. Yeah. With the Bill there, he's my buddy all the way back from junior high. He's got a dog named Jake, and I mean he instinctively does it. I do it every single time. We kind of say his name was like Jake from State Farm. It's our inside joke. Yeah, I don't know why. He probably finds that not funny at all, but I just laugh every time. What are you doing, dog? Don't lick my green screen. What the heck? What? His tongue will disappear. It's fun. It's fun. Let's see what things are going on. The green screen treadmill blew up. I'm looking for another free treadmill to paint green, and then that will come. The green screen is good. The lighting for it is pretty good. Let's see what else. Working on with a friend of mine, Tim Doust, who's a great 3D artist, great shooter. He's in Atlanta, working on a 3D set for the green screen for part of my little show. This is, Yeah, this set, I mean, it's pretty nasty right now. It's such a mess. This is just one of the looks that I can do with it, but I don't know. I don't feel like the colors are right. I feel like I'm a little white. I'm a little hot right here, which I mean, I'm all hot. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, tone it down. That's me. Tone it down. Ooh, Tony. That could be your nickname. Tone it down. Let's see. Well, you being white is different discussion. Yeah, well, that's true. I'm waiting for your video on lighting green screen. Yeah, the the green screen lighting video will be coming, and the reason it's delayed is that I want that set done because I want my vision is to wow everyone with the set, and then explain the 3D or the green screen of it, and then how I did. I'll do a how-to on the green screen, and hopefully I get such a beautiful, clean key out of that that everybody will be like, ooh, Scott's so good. Scott's so good. That's what I like. Let's see here. Can I change the color of the window light? I can. Right now, it's just Quasar, and it's got some CT straw over it, which gives it kind of that. I call it like the sun is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, kind of peering that way. My intention is to get the hive back there and bouncing it into there where I can actually use the app and the animations, so I can like have some fun with thunderstorms, that kind of stuff. That is my intention with that. My problem is to get the motivation of this lamp on this wall, which is weird because that lamp it's tungsten based. It's an LED bulb, but it seems to create this whiter glow than I was expecting. So and just for everyone's, well, I don't have the overhead light or overhead GoPro working at the moment. Somebody stole my HDMI cable. Ooh. I mean, I was watching football in the hot tub, but these are two Westcott 1x1 flex lights, and they're just up here. And then I have a Quasar 2-foot bulb in the back, or tube. And then the green screen's all lit with Quasars. And then the Talent, that's me, is lit with a Aperture 300D. And then, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of Quasars and a lot of LED lights. I love LED lights. It's nice. How to edit sound video. PS, still need a boom. Well, I'll send you a link to the boom. Which part of edit sound, which part do you mean? You actually mean like the post-production sound for Foley or for humans or recording people? What is it? Stream is dropping. Stream is dropping. Uh-oh. Is it still going? It shows I'm healthy. Watching football in the hot tub. Well, that's what I do. Where do y'all watch football? My stream shows okay, is it not? Stream is healthy. Oh, Tony, no problem. Good to see you, mate. I've learned a lot of Australian slang this week, so. Uh-oh, Jason, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Jason. Let's see. Oh, I missed that. I missed all of that. Can you change the color of the window light? Got it. Chris, you're saying you missed it on the stream, or you missed it previously, or what? Was the stream dropping that badly? Let me know. Let's see here. That was a minute ago. Apologies, but I have to keep moving. Okay, hey guys, I have a joke. Let's see. How to work with basic dialogue, I guess, to start. So, Richard, further in depth on that. And I'm more than happy to do this because, I mean, what you guys want is what I do. Are you talking about how to place mics in set, or once you've recorded it, what to do with it, or what? Because I did a video on how to improve your dialogue on like vlogs and anything that you've recorded using the compressor and equalization. I did a video on that. which may cover some of what you were looking for. We'll see. I think the window light would look nice with the blue light, like nighttime. Yeah, I did that actually. Where did I do it? I'm trying to remember what I did. I need to. I know why I didn't do it. I did it, and then I actually learned from Shane Hurlbut that to do moonlight through a window, you can't use white shears, which are these guys right here. It will ruin the effect. You have to use gray. If you put gray there, you can use them for day or night, and it will sell the effect. But white tends to ruin the bluish kind of grayish light. No, Jason, no, this isn't a bar. All right, Tony, we'll see you, buddy. I missed the stream because it dropped it. Oh, I'm sorry. What I was saying was back there. It's an aperture. No, it's a Quasar 2-foot tube back there that has got CTB straw on it, gel, to give it kind of that orange glow. My intention is to actually put the hive back behind it so I can change any color I want. Also to do the effects of lightning and various fire, that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Love the new look of the place. Leave as is. You should read. You should read properly, like children's book. Oh, you think I should do? You know what? I was like staying up so late. Simon should know he was there with me every step of the way. Simon was here. We were actually going to do a live stream, but then we went to Austin and like didn't come back until like 1 o'clock in the morning every night. It's 2 o'clock sometimes, and then had to get up at like 6. 4 hours of sleep for a week. I was going. Because I was like partying in bars at night with like famous DPs and producers and all that. I had no voice, so I had that kind of hello. Oh, I don't have it this morning. Oh, in a world where, yeah, it's close. It's not. I need some compression and a little more volume. I can do that. Let's see here. Oh wow, that is really interesting. Yep. I was saying the hive light. I just don't have a way to show it. The hive light. It's just off camera. I mean, you can kind of see the glow there. That's coming from the hive, and I'm using it, motivating this little table lamp right here, so that I give a nice warm glow to the back without it being like an overhead light. I don't want it to feel that way. I just want it to feel like just this lamp. And motivation is it's the word you need to learn as working with light. You never just put light. You have to motivate that light. The light either comes from a window, it comes from a lamp, it comes from a directional source, and that's the way you trick the eye. Otherwise, it looks like there's just a whole bunch of light in there. And yeah, that sucks. That was my favorite thing. Jim, you had to leave. Somebody, this is hilarious. So Larry Fong, the super cool DP, he did a little demonstration at the beginning of his practical lighting demo where he went like lighting 101 that you learn in a book. And I swear to you, I was laughing so hard, but it was exactly what I did when I first started lighting. And this was, I would say 95, 96. I don't know. It was when the Canon XL1 first came out, and that was when I got my first real cool camera. And I bought the Canon. They were reflector bulbs, and then I bought the photo floods, 500-watt photo flood bulbs, which were daylight balanced instead of tungsten, from the camera store. And I bought 3 reflectors, 3 photo floods, and I did exactly what Larry Fong demonstrated, which was you put one on one side, you put one on the other, and you put one behind it. That's 3-point lighting, and you turn them all on, and oh, wow, it looks really, really bad. Um, one day, yeah, I will. I have that video. I have that video that we did that, and I'm in my living room, and I've got my 3 point lighting all set up, and I'm so proud of myself. Um, and it has absolutely no character, nothing. It looks so bad because it wasn't motivated. I'll figure out how to share that. The guy that was in it with me just recently passed away, so I I got to figure that one out. Okay, 10 people watching, getting too crowded in here. No way, man. What are you talking about? This is. There's not 10 people watching actually. There's less than that. Probably because you told that joke. This ain't a bar, man. I told you. I have created a sit for a children's book reading. Just say I'm not reading children's books. I'll tell you what. I will read Battery Pack for Panasonic batteries. These are the O1 batteries. You can get these on Amazon. They're okay. The cool thing about these is you can get like 4 of them for the price. You can get 4 of them for less than the price of one Panasonic battery. They're probably 80% the capacity. They're supposed to be like 120%, but they're not. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. Wow. I just go 100 miles an hour, don't I? That's my life. That's my life. So what is coming up? If anybody is looking for Zhiyun Crane Plus, I will be selling this one, not because it's. I'm doing this wrong. There we go. There we go. Not because it's bad in any way. It's just that I'm going to fly bigger cameras, and so this one is good for up to a GH5 or a Sony A7R2, something like the A7S, that kind of thing. So if anybody's looking for this, I'll make you a great deal. Well, the best deal I can make you. Just let me know if you are. I'll be posting that one for sale here shortly. I've got the Ronin S coming. Hey, Bertram, thanks for dropping the line. Yeah, I'm back. I'm here. Gonna be doing this more regular. I always say that, but I really am. I'm pumped. I'm motivated. I need this I've needed this Masters of Motion that I was at this week, just that motivational kick in the butt. Just get you going. What, Richard? No, we're not doing that. This YouTube is family friendly. I don't even know what that is. Family friendly. Let's not do that. No. Let's. I'm gonna hide that one. Oh, I can't hide that one. Oh, I can remove that. Okay. I just deleted your comment, Richard. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Okay, so yeah, Bertram, what's going on, man? How's your world? Um, I think to recap, yeah, November sucked. Um, it was horrible. It was all because of this. Yep. Good to see you. I already learned something in the 15 minutes I've been watching, but I got to go. Thanks. See you soon. Chris, go back and check out the live stream and watch the whole thing when it posts, and maybe you can learn some more. Otherwise, but do feel free to come back. I will be live streaming. I'll try to be live streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, I hope to have you back. Bertram, world is good. I'm among the gimbal equipped now, so I'm excited to start learning it. Which gimbal did you get? Gimbals are a lot of fun. Oh, look at that. That's my daughter. She got me the Bob Ross mints. Let's see here. Let's see. What else can I talk about? I mean, I can't talk about, well, I won't, out of pure embarrassment, I won't talk about what actually happened in November. I mean, sometimes you just do stupid things and it costs you. I did injure myself actually in November. I pulled a muscle in my back and it is still bothering me. But I feel like it's getting better. I feel like the more sleep I get, the longer I lay in bed, I think it actually helps my back. And I'm not lifting. I'm being more purposeful now, so that'll be good. Let's see here. For my APS-C and Micro Four Thirds, I got the new Feiyu AK 2000. I don't know that one. Is that a non-electronic gimbal? Is that like the Glide Cam? Because the AK 2000 sounds like it would be the HD 2000 Glide Cam. Let me know if that's what it is. Because I used to be a Glide Cam guy all the time. I used to be a Steadicam guy. And there's a little bit of everything for everything. No, Richard, you can't. Don't make me hide another comment. I don't want to put you in timeout. You're also one of my long-term listeners. You got to be good. My live streams are for families. I actually got flagged. It was I said something. I don't know what I said. I may have said HE double toothpicks or something like that in my live stream, and I got flagged on YouTube for that. What the heck? So I have to be super. Oh, similar to Burger. Okay, yeah. I mean, there's really no secret to how these gimbals they are. All you need is something that's not glitchy. Psh, they work. Learn to balance it. And you balance it by not having it turned on. That's how you balance. Let's see here. What else is going on? I'm going to go for about 1 hour today. Maybe a little longer. If the conversation is like booming, I'm not going to cut anybody off. I still have a video to do. Man, I keep forgetting to do that. Where is it? On the Quasar tubes. Somewhere. To mount the Quasar tubes to a light stand. A buddy of mine, Brandon Habuda. I think it's Brandon Habuda. Taught me how to build them. They're super easy, relatively affordable, but allows you to mount 2 or 3 Quasar tubes just on a single little baby plate. Works great. Let's see here. And I got to do a video on that one. I'm going to put that on my list for next week because why not? It's a perfect thing to shoot. I was going to smoke a cigar today. Just didn't feel like it. What's the latest piece of equipment you have that you are excited about? The latest piece of equipment that I'm getting, but I don't have it yet. The moment I do, you will be the first to hear about it on this channel. I can't talk about it yet, but soon. Give me a month. Let's see here. What else exciting that I have? I'm excited about the Ronin S that's coming. I think that's kind of cool. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. I'll be excited to test that. It is not mine, but I will be putting it through its paces, and of course I will give you guys the results and probably do a nice little review or write-up on it. I mean, everybody else has done one. I might as well do one. Plus, it's a camera that interests me. It doesn't fully interest me. What I feel like with that camera is it will do basically everything that the GH5 does. The only thing it does low light really well, which the GH5S does. It's supposed to be able to record RAW at some point. I don't know. I'm holding out on that one. The reason being, I don't put anything in my beard. Although, let's see if it. Yeah, I can put stuff in my beard. There we go. The reason that I'm concerned the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K won't be doing RAW is the Ursa Mini Pro is like this big. And if you look inside, I've never done that. If you look inside, there's a sensor, there's some electronics, and then it's all heat sink. And it's all heat sink because it's shooting 4K, 60 frames a second. And that's it. That's how much processing power and heat it's generating. So to do RAW, it's using all of that heat sink. Now, how are you going to take a camera this big and make it do the same thing as that giant potato can? I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. They say it will, so I mean, we'll just go with that. But they also said that the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema or the Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro is going to have global shutter. Doesn't have global shutter. So yeah, Honest Amish Beard Balm, highly recommend. If it's oily, I don't like it. So it's my beard is curl. As a guy with a bigger beard told me, he's like, you've got curl in it. There's nothing you can do. I mean, put stuff in it. I mean, it's not dry at all right now. It's freshly bathed. It's got a nice sheen to it. I just pet it. I just like flatten it out. I try to make it, less fat because it highlights like the giant size of my head. But I'm most excited for. I really right now what I'm focusing on is simplicity. So I've obtained a ton of gear that I don't necessarily use, and so I want to use the gear that I use most more often. Let me grab one. I'll grab something. You asked what kind of gear excites me. I'll grab this right here. It's just kind of giant right now, and it's it's a kind of thing, and let's just do this, and then let's come through here. So this thing kind of excites me. This is the Kessler Crane Kill Shock, and it is it's a dampening device for cameras, so it takes out the micro vibrations on your camera. You can put your Movi Pro on it and do some really awesome car shots from your car. And I've done it. I did it on my trip, and I still have a whole lot more on my trip to come out. So don't get discouraged on that one. And I mean, unless you're like, oh God, I'm so glad he's done with that. I rig up this entire thing, and I run it through a rainforest. In fact, I think if you go to my Takina Vista Prime review video, I think you'll find a couple of those shots from the car in it. I don't think I did very many though. I have like so many shots from that rainforest with that car. But that thing's really cool. So, I mean, like if you've ever taken your camera and stuck it on a suction cup and stuck it on like your roof or your hood, and you drove down the road, you're like, this is going to be so great. And then when you watch the footage, it's like, it's just vibrations. That's where this comes in. It will take out the micro vibrations. Now, it's not going to make it smooth. It's not going to make it like, like you see those awesome car shots. It takes a lot more than that. So you need a gimbal on top of that, and that will keep it pointed in the right direction, no matter what kind of ups and downs you're doing. And then you actually need a serene arm, or it's not serene, is it serene? Or it's a black arm, they call it. And many people make the same type of arm. It's kind of a Steadicam arm that is shock mounted with springs, and so you hang that from the bottom of it. You hang your Movi Pro from the bottom of that. You put your camera on that. This then rides, so you can go up and down the road, and it takes all the bumps out of it. David Walden's done a lot of those shots. He's kind of my hero on that. Let's see here. I don't put anything in my beard right now. I used beard balm once, got a compliment. I don't know what it does for me. I just made my beard oily, and then I do that, and then I get oil everywhere. The balm is more of a kind of paste that conditions the hair and skin underneath. I could use the skin conditioning. I just don't know how to get to it. But what does it do to the beard? I mean, what is it that my beard is exhibiting right now that you're like, oh God, some beard balm would really help that? What would it do? Um, I live vicariously through Scott's impressive equipment hoard. Ha! Yeah, Scott lives vicariously through his own equipment hoard too. He's toning it down. He's going. He's not going to pure basics because this is Scott. Scott doesn't do that, but Scott's trimming it just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm using the lights that I like to use, like I mean my airy Fresnels. I love those things, and my open face tungstens. Still love those things. I love my quasars. I love my hive, although my hive is very much an accent light. It's not a powerhouse. Unlike Shane Hurlbut, I like my Aperture 300D. I think it's not a roadworthy light. I don't think it's near the like road ruggedness of a airy tungsten or airy Fresnel, but I don't treat my gear like that. I actually care for my gear. And so, yeah, I think it's a great light. In fact, I love it. I, I want to go over there and give it a hug right now, but it's way over there. I like my Lico light, my ellipsoidal. That is a fun light to play with. It's just hot. It's really, really hot. And it's got a 750 watt bulb in it. It's hot. Let's see here. Like Scrappy Cocoa? I don't know what that means. You use too much then. Let's see. He puts the lotion on his, yeah, or else it gets the hose again. Exactly. So what else is going on in everyone's world? Bertram, you got your gimbal coming, so you're excited, or you have it, and now you're excited to learn that. What else are you working on? Richard, I know some of the things you're working on. Are you have you figured out what you're going to do about your props that you want to use in your video? Let's see here. Did Jason H leave? Jason, did you leave us? Bill, yeah, Bill, we haven't chatted in a while. We need to hang out. Who else is listening in the background? Chris Asher left. I mean, there's people here. I just don't know what the people who are here. I see 1, 2, 3. Getting the last homes shot before the long winter drought. What's winter? That sounds interesting. Does it happen often, or is it? I mean, I've never. Hey, Tim, how are you, man? How's the world up there in Indiana? Yes, Bill, I already said you were there. Yeah, I showed the. See, you missed it, Tim. I was just demoing the Kessler Kill Shock. I was just demonstrating, and now they have their new suction cup mount, which I don't have yet. I have to buy that. It's the Lamprey. It's kind of a cool name, actually. The one of the guys there at Kessler, he hit me up and he's like, "What do you think of the name?" I was like, "It doesn't suck." Oh, technically it does. It's a suction cup. So yeah, it's that. Cold up there in Indiana. Yeah. I think you're making it up. This Bertram guy keeps talking about this thing called long winter. I don't even know what that is. Winter? It just sounds made up. It's like one of those words you just like, huh? What? I live in Texas. We don't have winter. We have we have a variation on the Canadian seasons. We have rainy and construction are the two seasons that we have. And I think the Canadian joke is they have winter and construction. Let's see here. So a skit with a caveman looking at his hands and goes, who me over slowly, the first man with self-awareness. 'Twas cold here for a few days. We just finished a video of a house for a Major League Baseball player. Asked us to blur anything that he had his name or jersey number on, and they were everywhere around the house. Well, that's genius. I mean, What's the point? Take it off the wall. I mean, because having a blurred picture does not make me feel like it's anything better. And all it'll do is make people go, "What's behind that blur? I gotta know. I gotta look at that. What is that? Who is that? Is this a football player? Is it a soccer player? Who?" Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see here. Let's see. Tim. Yeah, Tim. I have something very special that I'm sending up there to you guys. I'm hoping to get it there before Christmas. It's very special. It's very Texas. Might do a 1 minute music video. Oh, that's a good point. You're gonna do a 1 minute music video? Why would you do that? That seems a little odd. I forgot I was hungry. I was going to eat this, and I'm sure y'all don't mind if I snack a little bit while I'm while I'm live streaming, because my neighbor, she makes the best darned peanut brittle I've ever had. She's so good at it too. And this is all I get, just like one little amount. It's so good. Bill's had it. Sorry, that's rude. I just had a craving for it. Why a 1 minute, 5 second music video? I was on the phone for a second. Okay. What kind of song is 65 seconds long? Come over to my washateria. Yep. All I know with the uh-oh. My buddy's getting work. Good for you. I'm telling him I'm live streaming and that he's being very rude. No, Richard. You think it's easy, but if you shoot it with motion blur, it no longer is easy. I shouldn't have eaten it. And then like 5 minutes, I'm going to be like, it'd be great, some peanut brittle. So, Tim, do you get to ride the electric bikes around the warehouse, or is Sutton being mean? I saw a video where the Kessler guys, they got these e-bikes, and they were racing them through the warehouse. I'm sure the insurance company was like, oh, great. It's me, Bertram. It's one of my I want to be better at everything. So I did a Bob Ross. What's that on the screen? It's my very first one. It's okay. I got more to do. I mean, a lot more to do. I just I'm kind of recovering from that one. It was so stressful in 30 minutes. Let's see here. Yeah, Tim, do it. Grab those bikes and video it. Let's see here. Is that tea sweet? Well, Real Mind Studios, it's not tea. Let me give you Scott's philosophy on tea. What do you call a bunch of leaves rotting in water? I call that a swamp. I don't drink swamp water. I don't like tea. I don't know why. I don't like anything with a twang. It sounds weird, but like Dr. Pepper, root beer, Mr. Pibb, tea, anything that like you drink it, it's got a flavor, and then you swallow it, and then you get a different flavor. I don't like that. Licorice, same way. So I don't do tea. This is strawberry pineapple. It's delicious, actually. Oh, now, Bertram, do you do the Bob Ross wet on wet painting, or do you actually paint everything? Because I know I would lose attention like within 30 minutes, which is why the Bob Ross is why I'm doing that one. Because I mean, I've got all my canvases over here, ready to go for the next one. I could not spend months doing detail. Plus, I suck at detail like that. I never could draw eyes. I tried and lips. I got eyes were better than my lips. I could never get a lip to look human. I just don't get it. Yeah, Bill knows my thoughts on tea. Went straight in. He knew I would go for it. Now, Bill, what was funny? Simon did the same joke that you did many years ago with my Diet Coke. Simon texted me during the Masters of Motion and said, "Do you want to just get an IV of Diet Coke?" Wet on wet, good man. I like that. I think wet on wet is, you know what? It's satisfying. It really is. We disagree on so much now. Richard, you're not a tea drinker, are you? Oh man, we were getting so close. Well, you know, you're so close to the swamps, though. I get it. Yep. Oh, the Slurpee. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that I slurp when I drink. At least I'm not eating another piece of. That does look pretty good. So let's see what else is. Oh man, Tim is joining. The other Tim, not Kessler Tim, but Tim from Atlanta. You know, the guy that's working on my 3D background. He's joined. I wonder if he's joined yet. There's like 9 people joined now. Hey Tim, are you in here, Tim? Tim, no Tim. Black tea, black coffee. And see, coffee. Bill calls it dessert. I don't do. Oh, real much. Really? I thought your name was different than that on there. That's weird. Is that tea sweet? How do I not know that? Yeah, I got you. I got you now. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, coffee. It's that bitter. I mean, they say you just have to acquire that taste. I've tried and tried and tried. I can get through. I mean, I bought a whole like cappuccino machine. I make dessert lattes, and they're delicious. I'll drink those mostly because it's chocolate syrup with some espresso in it. Split personas. Coffee is rotten bean water. Now, okay. Now you're gonna spit on tea, but you're not gonna spit on tea, but you're gonna spit on coffee. That's a little weird. Bean water. It's better than swamp water. Now, Tim, are you a tea drinker? And if you are, it must be a sweet tea drinker because all of Atlanta is sweet tea. Sweet tea. You got sweet tea? You got sweet tea? Maybe down a little further south of Georgia. Georgia, you got it down there in Augusta. You got your sweet tea. Unsweet tea now? Ew. Ew. That's swamp water without sugar. That's so nasty. So, if y'all need like a really good 3D artist in Georgia, or actually, I mean, you can do that remote. Tim Doust, talk to him. He is a talented guy. Talented guy. Coke and sweet tea for decades. Yeah, Coke for decades. Now it's Diet Coke. You do and I. Okay, gotcha. All right. Let's see. Who else is on here? We got more people, but no one says hello. You got to say hello. Let's see here. What else is going on? I was just talking about Tim. I was talking about the green screen and the set the virtual set or not virtual set, but the 3D set that you were working on for me, and That's when I plan on releasing the green screen to its fullest extent. Let's see here. What else I was told? Yeah, Tim is one of my boys. My one of my kindred spirits. Is that the right word? Does that sound a little weird? He's just one of those cool dudes. You just want to like lean your shoulder on it and talk shop with. He is vastly more talented than I am. Got to take off, Tim. Have a good one, guys. Tim, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. We should finish that this weekend. Yeah, we could do that. I was thinking a lot about it, and then I completely forgot about it. But my Windows machine has just like 7 pages of tabs for different stuff. Diet Coke changes the bacteria in your gut, actually make you absorb. What? You've been reading too many horror movies. Diet Coke is delicious. I don't think, no. What got me was dessert. When I switched from Coca-Cola to Diet Coke, I lost 20 pounds in like 6-7 weeks. It was truly amazing. I got those back when I started eating these things called dessert. I thought dessert was delicious. I love that. Is that true? I recall your lunches in high school being a can of Coke and a package of Reese's peanut butter cups. It was also chocolate donuts. Or in junior high, it was those with the raspberry with coconut donuts. I remember those. Yeah, Bill and I go way back. I do separate windows, each with tabs. Yeah, that's what I do. I fill them up. I don't like compressed tabs, and I definitely never allow grouping. But full thing, then a new window. Full thing, then a new window. And I try to keep them like categorized. Like this window of tabs will be for like red stuff. This window of tabs will be for like business stuff, that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're my hero. I love it on Apple. I love the way the Safari. I use Safari on Apple, and I love the way it handles tabs. I mean, I've got there's like let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. Each one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 on this one. That's how I roll. Yeah. The soda stuff is true. I have to look that one up. All I know is that what's in Diet Coke is it's just caffeine, aspartame, and fizzy water. I mean, the dyes that are in there, they don't do anything. Aspartame has been proven many, many times over that it does not cause anything. If you ever go and read those studies on the diet stuff, look at how they test them. And oh man, I wish. What's that guy's name? Simon, are you still on here? Oh God, forgot his. I'm so bad with names. He lives up in Seattle or Portland, but he used to be. It was like 15 years he worked in the medical testing thing, and kind of like saccharin. Everybody says, "Oh my God, saccharin causes cancer." If you read the study of how they got the rat to get cancer, they gave like 5 times the amount that a human would never consume in a single dose injected into a rat that is this big compared to a human. Of course you're going to get cancer. You can inject rocks into people and get cancer if you do that. Diet Coke is not the devil. Diet Coke is delicious and light. I love it, and it's just water. I'm just hydrating. Let's see here. See, keto. Nah, I don't know about keto. I don't need it. Aspartame does not do it. It does not do it. That is, you got to read those samples. Read those samples. I'm telling you, if you go in there and you dig apart how they actually tested, and then when they say it was like approved by other scientists, read what they did. because they'll go to people and they'll say, so if you see elevated such and such in a such and such, would you say that that is likely to push towards cancer? Well, I mean, of course, when you work in like super hypotheticals, yes, they extrapolate out the answer. Nah. It's kind of like the whole movie theater butter popcorn thing. They used to use coconut oil, or yeah, it was coconut oil, or whichever one it was. They used to use a delicious oil, and popcorn in movie theaters tasted great. And then literally, one person sent out this like really nice letterhead from this research firm that no one has actually heard of because it doesn't exist, who wrote up this whole thing that it's bad for you and that it causes cancer, and faxed it to everybody. And they all reacted, oh my God, we got to do something. It's all based on untruth. It is not true at all. And now we have crappy tasting popcorn. Oh, I just said crap. So now my video is going to get flagged. Yeah, the cancer stuff is BS. The amounts you would have to take is impossible for the human to give. Exactly right. And go read. I mean, the saccharin study was done in like 1979. And I remember reading it in like 1985 going, what? Wait, what? I use Swerve as a sweetener. It has low glycemic index. I don't even know what a glycemic index. I mean, I kind of know what it is. All that being said, you don't have to go crazy with a diet. You just have to get out and move around. All my skinny friends tell me. Yeah, what I will tell you as someone who has successfully dieted and failed is if you consume less food, you will lose weight. I mean, it's pretty simple. I don't care if you're eating sugar and your only calories come from sugar. If you consume less, you will lose weight. That being said, our bodies do require other things. They require protein. They require vitamins coming through various things. You will destroy your body with sugar, but you will lose weight on the sugar diet. It's true. The bacteria, not cancer. I don't know what's in my stomach because it's got to be awful bacteria. I don't know what's in this. I think because this is diet. This is why I drink this stuff because it's diet. I think it's sucralose, maybe. Oh, the whole thing with probiotics. If you go there, Richard, oh, no. Probiotics is a joke. You have them. They are exactly the right amount because your body gets rid of whatever isn't there. You don't need to add them because it just takes them back out. It's kind of like adding the whatever stuff into your septic tank. You don't need to break things down in your septic tank. That's what they're designed to do themselves. What light is slicing the wall outside the window? Oh, in the back behind it? That's a Quasar 2-foot tube with a CT straw on it. And then right here, you can see it. That's my Hive 100C. I'm using that to kind of motivate from this little lamp right here because that lamp doesn't provide enough yellow that I like. What do you think? You like it? Not like it? The drinking it once can change your stomach for a while. Beneficial bacteria? I don't know. Everything. I look at it this way. Before they were doing studies on anything, we were dying and we were living. Before they had, I can imagine like caveman days, and you're like sitting there eating like whatever it is that you killed that morning, and somebody comes up and goes, you should not eat those buffalo. Those buffalo are so high in cholesterol. Wow, we just went off on a complete non-filmmaking tangent. Is that a dust-off can in the back by the lamp? Yep, Ultra Duster. It is. Oh, and Tim, what happened in November? We're not talking about that, so don't type it. It is. It's too sad to talk about. So we have vegan cats. I can't imagine a vegan cat. They gotta be so unhappy. No share November. Yes, yes. Oops. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, Rex 709 down below me. I just kicked him. It's no share, not no shave. Um, let's see. Tim, you ever shot with the Mamiya lenses? These things, the medium format lenses, they are so freaking beautiful with flaring. Oh man, I've been picking these things up on eBay. They're awesome. They go blind, we know, because of California. Okay, yeah. Does someone have a habit? What does that sound? That's weird. I'm hearing like a. What does that sound? Huh. Weird. It's like pouring rain here. How's the weather everywhere else? It's cold up in Bertram's area. Well, he's about to be cold. Richard, it's probably lovely, 70 degrees where you're at. Dust off. Oh, dust off habit? No. I don't. When I use that, I take it outside because I don't want to inhale it. Because every time I inhale something like that, I get sinus infection. Yeah, dude. You know how like the contact Zeiss lenses, they flare and look so beautiful. These are the Mamiya Secor C's, I believe they are. The ends. The C's are the contacts with the Secor ends. These things, they have such a kind of a bronze. They're the Mamiya portrait lenses, but they have such a beautiful flare to them. I mean, they are just spectacular. And they're huge. I mean, look at the. What am I hearing? That is really freaking me out. Hold on. I need to investigate without running over my dog. Hold on, we're going to investigate live on the air here. Oh. That's a little weird. I'm still looking, just a moment. I don't know what that is. Getting louder. Huh. It's like outside. Sounds like a whine. That's weird. Okay, well. I kind of hear it in my my air conditioner up there, which is dead. Gotta replace that. So weird. I thought it was maybe one of my hard drives up there that was dying, but it's not. Let's see. Perhaps snow on Sunday. Cats are vicious. Yep, it's 70-ish. Wow, that's warm. It's cold. Like 2 days ago, had a fire, some friends over. Smoked wings with some homemade buffalo sauce. What am I hearing? Dead. LOL. New video segment, Scott's Guide to Getting the Ladies. Scott's Guide to Getting the Ladies. Wow, what would that be? I don't know. I can only tell you how I got my wife. By being incredibly funny and awesome looking. Somebody looks this good, you know, you just walk in and everyone says, "Good morning, sir." How? Oh God, there's like a hair hanging from here. Ugh. Distracted much? Yeah, I don't have a guide for ladies. In fact, I would guarantee you, if I was single and on the market, I would fail miserably at it. Probably just turn into a monk. All right, it has been an hour and 24 minutes. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or anything that they would like to... The hell? Questions, comments, or anything that anybody would like to say or talk about before we close this thing out? Because I mean, it's like 5 o'clock. You know what time it is? It's beer 30 or 45. It is perfect time to. I'm not dropping frames. That's good. It got quiet. Everybody dropped off. Have a good rest of the night. Yeah, you too. So, yeah, I'm just going to close this one out. It was a fun live stream. We're going to do this again. I'm going to try to do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm really going to try. I'm trying my best, but you know how things go. As always, if you have any questions or comments, do feel free to put those in the comment section down below. I do try to read and respond to each and every one, even if it's just to say thank you. Follow me on all social medias at Scott Balkum because, you know, I like to. Also, don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't. If this is your first time out here, click subscribe. And click that little alert bell next to it. That'll let you know every time I live stream. Also, I do have a Patreon. If you really love me and you think my beard needs a little oil or conditioner or whatever, and you want to help me get that, just go over to Patreon and, you know, just give me $1. I don't care. Whatever you want. You don't have to do anything. I just, you know, I like it, and I appreciate everyone who ever does. Also, you can use the affiliate links from Amazon down below in the description section. Oh, so I like the way they say it in German. Description, in the description. In the description down below, there's Amazon links. If you click on that, you'll get the same great normal price, but I make a little bit, and you know it just helps add oil and conditioner to my fabulous beard. Let's see. Yeah. Subscribe. Awesome. Patreon. Yep. Yeah, so as always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. And then I sit here for 20 seconds. Good night, Dur. Yep, Bertram, good night. Tim, good night. Or afternoon, evening. And just gotta go 20 seconds, and I just sit here and talk. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I talk, and then